Good morning, everyone. I'll just jump straight into the content. Pastor Sam preached on John 9 last Sunday. There are two big things that I think you should bring up in your cell group. The first one is the progression of the blind man. He was not just physically healed, but his spirit was awakened too. It's interesting when the first time he saw Jesus, or the first time he was asked about Jesus, he just say the man called Jesus, and then he moved on. He says the man or the prophet, and then after that he also says that I think he's a man from God because he does the will of God. Because God will not listen to him if he doesn't do the will of God. If he is a sinner, then God will not listen to him. And then at the end, he understood that Jesus is the Son of Man, and then he called him Lord and he worshipped. It's interesting to see the progression. And then when the Pharisees asked him about who is Jesus, to the blind man, trying to get the blind man to deny Jesus, you see the reason that he gave to the Pharisees. Only a person whose eyes have been opened, a person whose spirit has been awakened, can reason like that, can see the reality of Jesus Christ and his identity and his work. While the Pharisees, on the other hand, no matter how much scripture they know, because their eyes are not opened, they cannot see the reality of Jesus' identity and his work. You either love Jesus when your spirit is awakened, or you hate Jesus because you just cannot see the reality of his work. Well, I was not in my cell group last Sunday because of the AGM, but the cell group members discussed about their blind spots. Is there any aspect of Jesus' identity that they fail to believe in various situations in life? So I suggest you do too as well. As Christians, we still have blind spots. We still have aspects of Jesus that we cannot believe, or we'd rather trust in our own judgment rather than in Jesus. So take time to do that. And another big thing is Jesus' response to the disciples when they ask, Jesus, this blind man, is it because of his sin or because his parents' sin? And Jesus said, no. He didn't do anything, his parents didn't do anything to cause his blindness, but that the works of God might be displayed in him. The works of God might be displayed in him. If I read it correctly, that means the blind man was born in that time, just in time, so that when he was adult, he would meet Jesus during Jesus' ministry. He was placed by God in that place so that he would meet Jesus when Jesus walked through his town, so that the works of God might be displayed in him. Now, he might be wondering and complaining all his life about his blindness. His parents might be complaining, might be wondering, what did I do wrong? What did we do wrong? But when his eyes are finally opened, I bet he would not just see physically, but he will see clearly the reason for his suffering. He will thank God, and he will be glad that God has used him for his glory. And this invites us to talk a little bit about suffering and the role of suffering in our Christian life. Perhaps your cell group can have a good discussion on that too. I have written a short blog on that. There will be two parts. The first part is this week, and then the second part will be next week. Otherwise, it will be too long. But I hope that it helps frame the discussion. Well, that's from me. Just to remind you, third place is this Wednesday, Korean night. It's Korean night, so if you have international students or just any uni students, encourage them to come, to hang out and to get to know other students and to have a good fellowship. Roundtable is on not this Wednesday, but on the 11th of June. But I better tell you now because it is a ticketed event. You need to register. Of course, you can always buy at the door when you come in, but the best is to register so that we know how many people that will come. The topic is about porn, how the saturated porn, the society that is saturated by porn affect our brain, affect the way we behave and the way we process things. It's not just for men; it's for ladies as well. So anyone can come. And just to remind you as well that Men's Fellowship is this Saturday. I will post the Facebook event in the Facebook group. And also this Sunday, we are starting the series on the book of Isaiah. Comfort my people. That's the theme. So look forward to that. Have a great week. And I'll see you next time.